Get set for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. The opening round of the Daybreak Classic is on now. I'm Luke Elvey alongside my great mate Rich Beam in the booth, and out of the course bringing you all the shots, all the colour, all the action are Henny Quack and John McCarthy. There's great anticipation in the air, and we're delighted to have you with us as we begin this next event on 2K Sports. Now to the first hole. And before we get into all of today's drama, let's check in with Henny Koyak. And we're hearing word that there's a bit of a rivalry going between our featured player and Rose Zhang. How could they possibly see anything that's wrong with Rose Zhang?
Luke, I couldn't agree more. Not only is she a young superstar player, she has trophies for breakfast. I really don't think this was a good rivalry for our featured player to get into. Let's see.
Thanks for that, Henny. Looking forward to seeing how this rookie fares against Rose Zhang. She's been able to get that one going in the air, and it's off and running. Let's see how the day plays out. She's standing over her second shot.
Wind's coming right into her face. This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
She has this remaining for her par. That's a good sign of a player's character, Rich. Still managed to make something out of the hole.
Bunkered off the tee, wasn't able to find the green, but saves the par with that putt.
The second at Pinehurst number 2, Rich. Tee it high, let it fly.
It's a big hole. You want to aim it at that waist area down the left-hand side. And from there, open up the angle for the second shot to a green that sits slightly above the fairway. And one of the features that we'll be talking about at Pinehurst, a green that has runoff areas in all 4 directions.
That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff. Second shot on the second. That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface. This would be a great up and down. How close was that to going down? lining this one out from fairways. Okay, let's get back to the action. A par putt on the table. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. She's currently in a share of 7th place on the leaderboard. The third ridge is a par 4, but it's a short one.
It is. Driver not always required by the players here, so anything finding the fairway will leave a second shot of, shortish length to a green that tilts from back to front and again has slopes that run in all different directions away from this green.
Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
John, what's the line on this putt?
And this putt should go left to right here.
This one's looking good.
And with that lovely play, they're now ahead of their rival. It's getting serious, isn't it? Currently at -1 following that hole.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
The 4th hole at Pinehurst number 2 is an outstanding and challenging par 4.
Your tee shot through a little bit of shoot there. Fairway cambers from left to right. Next shot, straight back up the hill. You got a little bit of room out to the right-hand side that you can use to bank your golf ball off of and get it back on the green. This is a daunting prospect of a hole.
This one headed out to the left.
Sitting at 1 under. This putt is for a share of 2nd. And as we check the standings, our leader has a 1-stroke advantage. The par 5 5th at Pinehurst number 2, one of the signature holes on the course and a real indication of the quality of the architecture.
Yeah, Corin Crenshaw did a fantastic job here. Fairway does camber from right to left. And from there, second shot back up to the hill to a green that tilts from right to left. And oh, do not miss your next shot to the left. Don't do it because it's just going to keep going and going until it's gone.
Good aggressive play. She looks like she's going for the green. Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
Here's Rose Zhang. 4 strokes off the lead. A chance to get to 3 under with this putt. Henny, what's she facing with this putt?
Setting up this putt 30 feet from the cup.
This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. And now she's in solo first on the leaderboard. The 6th at Pinehurst number 2 is the first par 3 on the property.
Yeah, not too much to this one other than the fact that you've got a minuscule green here and you got a lot of runoff areas into both bunkers, right and left. Difficult to find the surface in one. Par is going to be a good score.
Opting for the 5-wood.
8 days a week, that rhythm works.
Players setting up, trying to get up and down from the bunker.
Guys, this could go.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Well, this would be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
This is important. Big par putt here.
And a quick look at the leaderboard has our featured player currently in first spot, with Sahith Tagala in second. On the tee here at the par 4 7th, Rich, what's the best way to attack it?
Best way to attack it is to be bold off this tee. You want to be able to cut off as much as that dog leg as possible. You want to have the shortest club in your hand to attack this flagstick on another domed green.
And playing this one from around 120 yards out.
Wind moving right to left on this shot.
Yeah, good job. This wind is getting up out here.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
Well, this one's going to break pretty hard to the left.
And with that, she's going to extend her lead on the field. Holding steady in first place after that one. The 8th hole is a par 5, the second on the outward half, and one the players are going to want to try and take advantage of.
They certainly do. Most players should be able to reach into. However, finding this green and keeping it there is another thing. There are 0 flat spots on this green. To make birdie, you're going to have a really sharp short game.
This is her second shot.
Wind is blowing left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Rose seems to have been pretty confident so far, perhaps even a bit smug. But after what this player has produced, she's looking a little nervous now.
Leading by 3 strokes now. And the 9th at Pinehurst, number 2, is quite a unique par 3 to finish the outward half.
Yes, you got deep bunkers both front and back, and the green tends to chase towards them. Anything out to the right-hand side into a little safe zone is what I would call it. That's the play.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. It's just a tad offline, that one. Headed towards the left. Time to play from the bunker. And she's safely on the surface from the sand, but still some work to do. She has this putt for her par. Okay, Henny, what's she looking at with this putt?
Can she make number 13 lucky? She's got a 13-footer here.
Asking this one to come a long way from the right side. And this one is for bogey. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on. Well, Rich, that's always a nice way to get going out of the gates and in top spot. Impressive.
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them.
Oh, that was pure. Already with multiple victories this season. And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
Absolutely. Love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Penny, take us through this putt. What's she facing?
Oh, this is going hard left.
Ooh. Now to Roseng. 5 shots off the lead. See if this is up, it could be in. Oh, that's outstanding. Holds it from the bunker. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
She's got a great look at birdie here.
You know, it's not if you make bogeys, it's how you respond. Well done. Over to the 11th tee, where you've really got to be quite accurate off it in this par 4.
Your driver not really necessary off this hole. You just need to make sure you find the fairway. From there, you've got 2 bunkers on the left of the green protecting wayward shots and a 3rd back right. This is another solid hole.
Wonderfully played. Well, she was a popular star in the amateur ranks, a college star as well, but she's quickly become a star in the women's game, hasn't she? Roseng continues to shine out here on tour.
Making the transition from great amateur player to winning on the LPGA Tour, it's not. She makes it look seamless, which is absolutely not the case. And very few in the game are actually able to do that. And I think if you look in the history of it, only the greats are able to make that transition from amateur game to professional game and not be bothered by it at all. And she looks to be one of those players. I'm looking forward to seeing how her career progresses. She's going to be one of the greats.
And that one finds the putting surface. It's a good shot, but some work to do, however. Trying to get to 5 under with this putt. And Henny, what's she looking at for this putt?
This is a 12-footer here.
Well, it's a good effort. Just missing the birdie there. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. This incredible collection of par 4s at Pinehurst number 2 continues here at the par 4 12th. Oh my, that was launched.
Club up. I like this play.
Okay, that'll work. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Yeah, she's looking at roughly, I'd say 165.
That's a high caliber shot, that one. That's a terrific shot and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the 12th.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
This putt right on 12 feet to the hole. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Okay, my money is on a right-to-lefter.
just missed the birdie. That's a shame. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. She's currently in first place on the leaderboard. The 13th hole here at Pinehurst, number 2, Rich. Just another one of these beaut par 4s.
Another one of these par 4s where you got to find the fairway somehow, hit a fiddly little cut with a 3-wood or a driver. Again, second shot back up the hill to a green that is domed shape. You need to make sure that you leave it below the hole here if at all possible. This green gets scary fast.
And that was a bit of a misfire.
Yeah, it took a bit too much club on that one.
This is a fairly lengthy putt here. This one's heading on a pretty nice line, I feel. Looks to have some good speed about it too. And in she goes. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? And here we are with the third shot. That's a touch of class. This is a par putt. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The 14th hole ends a strong collection of par 4s. Another accurate tee shot required.
Lay it back short of that fairway bunker with 3-wood or take it on with driver. If you take it on with driver, the second shot becomes much easier, and now a birdie opportunity really presents itself. Laying back with a 3-wood, find the center of the green, 2-putt, and get out of here.
Needs this one to kick right. She won't be too disappointed with that. Certainly a couple of putts from there, and that'll be a good hole. 14-footer. And he's down there. You got a read?
This one's going to gently meander from the left.
She'll take it. Big breaking putt, not easy to read. This is going to be an easy par, though.
Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next. Now, 2 shots up after that one. Well, this wonderful finish to Pinehurst number 2 truly starts at 15, the par 3.
Visually, probably the most challenging shot players will see all week long. There's just a wall of grass, and none of it is flat right in front of you. You don't see the flat portion of the green necessarily. You just see the runoff areas, and usually your golf ball is in one of those. This is so difficult from a visual perspective.
Time for the second shot at the 15th. Didn't that look good for a long time? Two over for the day. She needs this one for par. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. On the tee now, the par 4 16th.
That one was fired out of a cannon.
Let's take a look at Roseng, shall we? And back to the course with the live action. A chance to move to 5 under par. John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
This should move pretty significantly left to right.
Good putt there. That'll work.
Just 3 feet to the cup. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And she's holding steady in top spot on the leaderboard. The penultimate hole at Pinehurst number 2 is an absolutely delightful par 3 with some wonderful history, Rich.
I cannot look at the 17th hole and not think about the shot that Payne Stewart hit in there back in 1999. It was just glorious. And when you stand on that tee on 17, that's the only image that you want to have. It's Payne Stewart swinging, balancing, finishing it. Oh, it was artistry at its best.
This one looks like it's going right. Here's a chance to get up and down from the greenside bunker. This is her 3rd shot. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Putting for bogey here. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. And she's now 3 under for the tournament. The closing hole at Pinehurst number 2 works its way back up the hill to that famous clubhouse.
Blind tee shot here for these players. That's the difficulty here. Just pick a spot in the distance and give her a whirl. Second shot up the hill slightly, but do not miss it too far right or you'll find a low area for your second. Anything missing up to the left-hand side could kick back onto the green and, dare I say, finish with a birdie.
Well, that's a handy shot. A 7-footer right here. And that's a nice way for the round to end, finishing up with a birdie. And that there is the completion of a very nice day's work. Has the lead, Rich?
Right where she expects herself to be all the way through. It was a good round, but just a slim lead.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.